The moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Bridgerton Season 4, Part 3 has unleashed its official trailer, and the secrets, romances, and scandals are more shocking than anything we've ever seen. Every scene screams betrayal, forbidden love, and jaw-dropping revelations that will change everything you thought you knew about the Ton. From hidden truths about Sophie's past to fiery confrontations that could tear the Bridgerton family apart, this season is set to push the drama to unimaginable heights. And trust me, nothing prepares you for the twists that hit in the first few minutes alone. Are you ready to see the Ton turned upside down? Because what comes next will leave your heart pounding and your jaw on the floor. The trailer opens with a moment so raw and heart-wrenching it feels like a punch to the chest. Sophie is alone, standing in the shadows of a dimly lit room, her face pale, her eyes wide with disbelief. The weight of everything she has endured presses down on her, and for the first time we see the fear and vulnerability beneath her usual composure. Her gaze drifts to something unseen, her hands trembling as though she might collapse under the pressure of a secret that has finally caught up with her. The silence around her is deafening, broken only by the faint sound of her heartbeat, loud, frantic, and desperate. This is a Sophie we've never truly seen before. Not the resilient young woman who fought quietly in the background, not the girl swept into scandal by circumstance, but someone who is being tested to her absolute limits. Then, cutting through the tension, we hear Benedict's voice, urgent, strained, and raw with emotion. He's not speaking softly or carefully, he's shouting, pleading even, his words echoing through the corridors of high society. Every syllable carries the weight of regret, desperation, and a love that refuses to be ignored. He is determined, relentless, and terrified of what the world might take from him if he hesitates any longer. This is the Benedict we've been waiting for. No longer charmingly hesitant, no longer fumbling through the rules of the Ton, but a man driven by the certainty that he cannot, will not lose Sophie. The guilt of his past mistakes hangs heavily on him, and it's impossible not to feel his anguish as he confronts the consequences of offering Sophie the role of his mistress instead of claiming her as his equal, as his bride. But the drama escalates instantly. Benedict storms into what can only be described as a pivotal confrontation. His face is flushed with fury, his jaw tight, and his eyes blazing with a mix of anger and determination. In his hand, he clutches something small but profoundly significant, a necklace that belongs to Sophie's mother. The symbolism is impossible to miss. This is more than an accessory. It is the key to unraveling the tangled web of deception and betrayal that has shadowed Sophie for so long. As Benedict approaches, the tension is unbearable. Every step he takes, every breath he draws seems to magnify the stakes. The anticipation is almost suffocating. Who is he confronting? What truths are about to come to light? And how will Sophie's world change the instant this revelation is made? Suddenly, the camera shifts focus, and Violet emerges, regal and commanding, standing before the Ton with an air of authority that leaves everyone silent. The weight of her presence is immediately felt. She is about to speak, and the reactions around her suggest that what she is about to reveal will send shockwaves through the entire Ton. There is a hush, a collective intake of breath, a momentary stillness before the storm. Every eye is fixed on her, every mind racing to anticipate what secret about Sophie's heritage is about to be exposed. Could this be the revelation that finally changes Sophie's place in society? Or is it a truth so dark and twisted it could tear everything apart? The suspense is almost unbearable. And just when you think the tension has peaked, we are thrown into another scene of breathtaking emotional intensity. Sophie is free, released from the prison of both physical walls and societal expectation. The relief on her face is tangible. It's as if the weight of the world has lifted from her shoulders in an instant. And yet, as her eyes scan the crowd of onlookers, they find him, Benedict. The moment their gazes meet is electric, filled with longing, love, and the unspoken promise of everything they have both been holding back. There is no need for words here. The connection is immediate, powerful, and devastatingly beautiful. But just as we prepare to witness the reunion that has been teased for so long, the trailer cuts away, leaving us suspended in the most torturous moment of anticipation. What could possibly stand between them now, after everything they have endured? Every frame, every gesture, and every glance in these opening minutes is charged with emotion, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The trailer doesn't just hint at romance, it promises upheaval, challenges, and revelations that will redefine every relationship in the ton. Sophie's transformation from a woman held back by society and deceit to someone ready to claim her rightful place is underway. But will the obstacles she faces allow her to fully step into her power? And as Benedict takes up the mantle of protector, avenger, and lover, will his past missteps threaten to undo everything he's fighting for? The answers are coming, but they're hidden just out of reach, teasing, tormenting, and demanding that we keep watching. The tension, heartbreak, and anticipation are only just beginning. The ton will never be the same, and Sophie's journey is far from over. With secrets ready to explode, romances teetering on the edge, and scandals threatening to consume everyone involved, the first few moments of this trailer have already set the bar impossibly high. And now, as we brace ourselves for what comes next, the question remains, can Sophie and Benedict survive the storm that's about to hit them, or will the ton finally succeed in tearing them apart?
Just as the dust begins to settle from Sophie's release, the trailer catapults us into a world of secrets that threaten to upend everything. The ton, ever watchful and judgmental, reacts in whispers and shocked glances to Violet's announcement. Though her words remain unheard, the expressions of astonishment, disbelief, and silent admiration on every face speak volumes. It is clear that Sophie's heritage, the truth that has been carefully hidden for so long, is about to reshape her position within the ton forever. For Sophie, this is more than vindication. It is the key to reclaiming her life and dignity. But with every revelation comes new tension, and the eyes of high society are not all approving. Somewhere in the crowd, the sharp gaze of Lady Araminta pierces through the celebrations, her fury barely contained. Her plans, her manipulations, her careful web of control, all crumbling before her very eyes. Every smoldering look she casts is a promise that she will stop at nothing to regain her power. Meanwhile, Benedict's journey from regret to action intensifies. No longer merely desperate, he transforms into a force determined to right the wrongs of the past. The trailer gives us a glimpse of him moving through halls with purpose, every step measured and heavy with intent. He is no longer the hesitant, unsure man who made mistakes out of fear and confusion. He is a man emboldened by love, fueled by justice, and consumed with the drive to protect Sophie at all costs. His hand tightens around the necklace, a symbol of Sophie's past, her pain, and the injustices she has endured. Each frame shows a Benedict who is willing to challenge the most powerful, the most manipulative, and the most untouchable in the ton, if it means saving the woman he loves. The tension builds with every scene. The trailer doesn't just tease confrontation, it promises a reckoning that will shake the foundations of society itself. And then, in the midst of the escalating drama, we see a rare glimpse of tenderness. Sophie, standing tall after the torment she has faced, finds herself caught between relief and lingering uncertainty. The love between her and Benedict is palpable, yet it is complicated by everything that has come before. The trailer shows fleeting moments where they exchange glances, loaded with meaning, hesitation, and unspoken emotion. Their connection is magnetic, but the shadows of past mistakes, societal pressures, and family expectations loom large. Sophie's strength is undeniable. She is no longer a passive participant in her own story. She confronts Benedict not with anger alone, but with a quiet demand to be seen, respected, and loved fully. And in these moments, the trailer makes it abundantly clear that their romance will not be a simple reunion. Every step forward comes with consequences, every act of love tempered by the weight of their circumstances. While Sophie and Benedict grapple with their personal stakes, the trailer masterfully weaves in the threads of broader family drama. Francesca and Michaela, caught in their own whirlwind of emotion, provide a parallel story of discovery, intimacy, and the subtle, electrifying pull of forbidden attraction. The private garden they share becomes a world apart, where every word, glance, and hesitant touch carries weight. Francesca's confusion and excitement clash with fear and societal expectations, while Michaela's calm and understanding demeanor offers both solace and tension. The trailer hints at a relationship poised on the edge of transformation, a love that defies convention and tests the boundaries of what the ton considers acceptable. As the camera lingers on their interactions, the viewer is left questioning, will Francesca dare to embrace her feelings, or will the rigid rules of society crush this tender connection before it has a chance to bloom? The drama doesn't stop with Sophie, Benedict, Francesca, and Michaela. Eloise, fiercely independent and notoriously resistant to the confines of marriage, steps into the spotlight in a scene that is as mysterious as it is tantalizing. A letter arrives.